What do you got there?
A buttload of chain.
Shiny.
Can you hold this up? Need help. Whew. Now, 8 braid. It's flexible, it flakes, it doesn't bird nest, it doesn't twist, it's all good. We need to get it wet first, because if you don't, it slips and jams in the Wildcat right off the bat. So I'm going to get a 5-gallon bucket of water, throw all this in there, get it wet, and then I'm going to secure the bitter end in the locker. So that's what I'm doing. So here's the upside and down. Oh, sweet. So this boat, it doesn't have an eye to anchor the bitter end. So if you let your anchor chain out and you're not paying attention, out it goes at the end. And being that we decided to go with stainless steel for the reasons to keep castling down, and ease of cleanliness on the type of anchoring we do. That would be an expensive mistake, I guess, is the end all. So anyhow, they had a block of wood that was basically just had a through hole that they tied it around on the factory stuff, which was way undersized. Anyway, so this is what we have. We're lucky because the job that we had done on basically weaving this all back into itself, it did shove through the hole on the piece of wood, so I didn't have to drill it out further. So at the end of the day, now what I gotta do is this actually fits the eye, which is nice. And just in case that falls out, we're just gonna put a shackle on this, because that shackle will not blow through the other end of it, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we've got a nice tidy solution here. I will take some stainless steel wire, and wrap this through so this doesn't back off, so you don't have to worry about that, and then again losing your entire road. So that's that. Pretty straightforward. Got lucky on this, how that all fit in. Boom. Now, put shoes on and draw the stuff in.
It's gonna be too wet?
No, it's good. It's exactly what we want. That way, see how nicely it's feeding into this thing and it's gripping it? It's wonderful. It's exactly what we want. So we're feeding this in, and we soaked it again, because if you don't soak 8 braid, it jams and it slips. And a lot of people complain about that, but all you gotta do is condition it a little bit in a bucket of water, and off you go. So we're bringing this in. I'm keeping a little bit of tension on it as it's coming in. And we'll stop. This is 200 feet of line on this road, and we'll check the locker here to make sure that it's flaking appropriately, because this stuff isn't like your standard 3 strand, which will twist and it will bird nest and it will castle, which means it builds up on itself in the locker. Because we have such a small anchor locker and we don't have any access from the deck, which is a design flaw in this particular boat, we have to make these trade-offs and sacrifices, because I'm sure, and feel free to make comments, but I'm sure people will say, it's way too small of line, and you shouldn't be using stainless, because it has about 1/3 less on its working and breaking strength. But it's just a trade-off we had to make. We couldn't go to 3/8 on this either. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move the cart. This is exactly what we want to see. It's not skipping, it's not jumping. It's perfect.
What do you think?
I'm happy. That's 350 feet between the chain road, which is 150, and the line, which is another 200. And when we have to go out to a 5-to-1, or gosh, even in shallower type of water, we can go to a 7-to-1 or 6-to-1. There you go. We're set. And in this chain locker, there's no way you can get that much in there without going with something that doesn't castle. And that's naturally how it just landed on itself between the 8-brake, which did a great job of flaking, and now that's the stainless road as well. I'm excited. Yeah, so this kind of rounds it out. I polished up all the stainless, since it was used acre. It's got some scratches on it and stuff, which is cool. That means it's got some little mileage on it. And then fed it up into the windlass, which I cleaned all up on top of all of the road that we threw in there. Chilling like vodka.